We cannot think about retiring without thinking about our environment. Our environment plays a critical role in our physical, mental, spiritual, and our emotional health. So when I think about environment, I think first in a broader spectrum, when it comes to retirement, that is, where do I want to live? And in a broader spectrum, what country do I even want to live in? Because I don't have to stay in the United States. Where else would I want to live? And that's going to play into, again, our physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health. Do you need to go to another country, right? Is that going to make you feel better as a person? Is it fit your lifestyle more so? Do you want to be a nomad and you want to travel the world? And if you don't want to leave the country, if you're in the United States and you don't want to leave the country, do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to go to another state? What type of housing do you want to be in? You may not want to leave the city or state that you're in, but you may need to leave your physical dwelling. So there's so many options. I want to share with you something that a lot of people in the United States are starting to take on. So you remember how the Kennedys lived on a compound and had a few different homes and dwellings on their property, on their estate? Well, a lot of people are starting to do that now. Across the globe, there are cultures who have been doing this for generations. A lot of times the son will bring his new bride home to live with the family, and they take care of the elder generation. So it's been in practice for years, but it's something that is being taken on pretty seriously here in the United States now. When I think about where it is that I want to live, I kind of look to family members who've gone through this already. And even that is just all over the spectrum, because my mother did not purchase a home. She stayed in an apartment, and currently, unfortunately, she has Alzheimer's, so we have her in a personal care home. We had to, well, we tried putting her in a tiny home on my sister's property some years ago, but that didn't work out either because she really needed to be in memory care. And a lot of times people with Alzheimer's will want to wander. So she is currently in a personal care home that is completely assisted living. So the scary part, I guess to say, if there is a scary part of aging, is there's always an unknown. We don't know what our situation will be when we continue on that journey and that road as we age. So there are different types of dwellings. Whether you're in HOA or assisted living type of communities or independent living, there are even some communities now that go from independent living all the way to assisted living and even hospice as that's needed. So there's really something for everyone at every stage of your life. So I promised y'all some field trips. Today I am taking you inside Crestwind. Crestwind is a brand of luxury style homes in the 55 plus community. I'm also going to take you on the outside and show you a couple other communities that are here in the metro Atlanta area. And these style homes are across the United States. You can find very similar homes. But before we do any of that, I'm going to take you inside of my own home, and I'm going to show you a few features in our home as to why we are looking at making some renovations here in our home. So I mentioned in a couple videos ago when I talked about whole health and I talked about environment, we had our home assessed to see if our home is equipped for us to age in place. There are a few areas that we need to tweak if we're going to stay here and live and age in place. However, my husband and I are both veterans, and the VA has what's called an adaptive grant. So if we ever truly needed to make certain modifications to our home, we could apply and see if we could get that grant to help make those modifications. But we wanted to make sure that we're good to go for right now. And we had an evaluation done, and I'm going to point out a few of the things that were told to us that we could modify to make aging in place a little easier. Currently, our front door situation is a solid one door with 2 side panels, which we are looking at renovating to making it 2 doors where we're able to open it for more accessibility. The front entrance leads into a very wide hallway, which is approximately 7 feet wide, which has great accessibility. We have mostly hardwood floors on the first floor. So if you're in a wheelchair, a walker, it's really easy and wide, and pretty much wide floor plan opens into the formal dining room. Easy accessibility into there as well as into the living room. What I love about this floor plan is that everything just kind of flows on the first floor. 3 bedrooms on the first floor, but there are stairs. We do have a second floor that's mainly used for guests. So there's a living room, bedroom, and a bathroom on the second floor. We're also looking at removing the microwave altogether, as it's not good for you really, or relocating it to a lower cabinet. Another potential renovation is the master shower, making it a roll-in shower if ever needed. All right, guys, so we are at the gardens at Arbor Springs in the Palmetto area of Georgia. It's about 15 miles south of the Atlanta airport. And this community is built by the McKinney Builders. They're also the builders at a community called Serenbe that I'll show you at a later date, as well as Trillith. Trillith also has tiny homes in that community. We'll go visit that another day as well. But these homes here are absolutely beautiful. These are all single family homes. Like this one is for sale. So you have that little gate right there, and you have the garage here to the left. And above the garage is actually a guest house. So that has a little living room, bedroom, and I mean you probably could put like a little kitchenette or something in there. And they have like a little golf cart. You see where the truck is parked, there's like a little storage area, or you can use it for a golf cart. And because this is a golf community as well. And then in between the courtyard, you have in between that gate, you have once you enter into there's a courtyard, and some people have like a little tiny wading pool, or just a sitting area. And it's kind of good because it's secure, where if you have packages being delivered, they can just put the packages there. Then you have the main house, and it's so adorable. And things are built for senior living, and there's different types of dwellings, so you can pick different types of floor plans. And really the stairs are really for when you have guests, and like if your children and grandchildren come to visit. But everything else is all done on one level. So you never have to really climb the stairs or anything unless you are cleaning, or you have someone to come clean and that kind of thing. So that is Arbor Terrace, the gardens at Arbor Terrace. These are so adorable. Coming up on one that's being built right here. Directly outside of the community, there is a shopping center with a grocery store, urgent care, and several restaurants, all in walking distance, even nail shops and barber shops as well. There's the community, guys, right there.
Exit roundabout, then take the first right.
Yep, there's a gate. Y'all be behind these pearly gates. All right, guys, there's a lot of construction going on here. The community is still very new, but they're still very much building. I see that there's some residents who have moved in already. So I want to see, we can get into some of the models so I can show you what some of the interiors look like and options that there are for seniors being able to age in place, right? So, stop calling us seniors, but what options there are for aging in
first quarter next year in 26. Okay. We'll have a huge ballroom event room where we do concerts and shows, lots of fun things here. We have a billiard room, art studio, and then nice huge gym area there with the e-gym system, group fitness.
Okay.
Yep. And then this is the
so
backyard.
There's someone that handles the programs and different things.
Oh yeah, lifestyle
like,
director.
Do you also have like the clubs and organized clubs and things?
Card games, clubs, you name it.
Awesome.
So we have 12 pickleball courts, 2 tennis courts, bocce ball, and this is the backyard where we do our outdoor event stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything happens out there with our large pool here.
Awesome.
This is how the front's going to look. I love our new computers too.
Yeah.
The e-gym, we are the only active adult that has.
What I want you guys to see really are the bathrooms. Look at this bathroom, 0 threshold. You can just literally roll right into a shower. I love that. And it's a high ceiling. And your cute butler's pantry. This right here is a godsend. Putting your pots right under in a drawer. Right under the stove in a drawer. Flooring is beautiful. All right, here's a room that they have as an office. Adorable. What I will point out is that the microwave and the oven are quite low. They're not as high as the ones in my house. So I think the height of this microwave is like only 5 feet up. The opener is at 4 feet. So even if you are in a wheelchair, you can reach this. Guys, here's an option where you can have the accordion doors and have your, basically like your lanai or your back patio screened in or glassed in. Y'all, this house has a back patio very similar to mine that is like a 12 by, has to be about a 12 by 30. So you have area for sitting and area for dining. But you would have an option to close this in with either screen or glass as well. Y'all, we are out on the back porch. Look at this, it's all screened in. Yes, sitting area, dining, wooded view. Baby, it's got a whole nother kitchen. So if you don't play pool, you don't have to have pool table, but it's a walkout. Look at all the windows. This is a basement. Look at all the windows. Look how bright it is in this basement. So I'm gonna tell you something about a basement like this is that when your family comes to visit and they have children, the children aren't playing over your head and you hear that ta 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 over your head. They're in the basement. It's a beautiful thing. Many of the models come with a second floor option, and you have this open area that you can make into a media room. Some of them have them as a guest bedroom, a bunk room, bathroom option up there as well as your attic is up there, but there's no elevator option. Zero threshold. Flat carpeting. So I want you all to see another option for your closet. Closet goes around. And the beautiful island. Of course, it's a double vanity. This is a butler's pantry.
And say the frost is what I want, but I know that's not.
Well, yeah, so what I told her I was gonna go do is mark everything.
Nice pull-out drawer and shelving. And you come into this living area with a wet bar. Stunning TV fireplace. Lovely spacious sitting area. The dining room to die for. And it's right off of a balcony. So you have that indoor-outdoor living right here. You have another dining area, like a little breakfast nook over in the kitchen. Huge kitchen island. You have an area here that you can actually make for coffee. And you got a walk-in butler's pantry. Or you could even make this little area right here, coffee nook. So I hope that this was enlightening for you all. And again, here's some of the key takeaways. To begin your thinking about your environment when you think about retiring, think on the broader spectrum first. Are you going to live in the same country, right? Do you want to, and if you don't move out of the country, in the same city, state, the actual physical geographical location of where you're going to be, then what type of dwelling do you need for the lifestyle that you plan to live? Once you pick that dwelling, what are some of the modifications in that home that you're going to need to live properly, and the accessibility needs that you may have? So if you need grab bars are always a great thing. I mean, anyone can slip and fall in a shower. So that's always, safety is first, and that's always a good thing. So think about some of the things that you're going to need in the home so that it's accessible for you. So I've got a lot more coming up for you guys. I am taking you all to a health fair as well. Next video will be on that sandwich generation. So I'm in the sandwich generation. I have a 14-year-old. Well, he'll be 14 in 2 days from this filming, from when I filmed this video, 2 days. So by the time you see this video, he will be 14. Then I have a great nephew. So my niece she's actually due any minute. Any minute she's going to pop. And I'm taking care of her 2-year-old son right now while she is preparing to give birth to his little sister. And I also have a mother who is in her 80s, and I'm going to take you all to visit her as well. She, as I mentioned earlier, she has Alzheimer's, and she is in what's called a personal care home. So it is a fully assisted living facility, but a personal care home is a little different than a nursing home, where it's a smaller environment. And it was really a godsend during a shutdown in 2020 because it was a smaller environment. They never had any cases there, and it was a great thing. So it's more run like a family type environment, which I really like. And she needed the socialization. Living at home with us just was not a good fit. She wasn't used to that, and she didn't like it. So she really likes the socialization of people in her own age group. And so that just really works best for her and for us as well, because my sister and I both are still actively working 9-to-5 jobs. My sister's an entrepreneur. You know, in another video I did show that she has a wedding venue. So wedding season is coming up, and maybe she is busy. So it just fits our lifestyles, and we're able to go and visit her quite often. So we're going to take you to see her as well. And so it's very, very important and critical that as a caregiver, and you're in that sandwich generation, you can hear my nephew in the background, that it's very important that you all take care of yourselves, because you can't pour into someone else or take care of someone else unless you take care of yourself first. I told y'all I was babysitting, so if you heard something in the background, it's this one eating his snack. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Wait, bye-bye. Bye, y'all. See y'all in the next video.